Hello there. I'm going to try not to be so boring this time. Have you ever looked into the power of your dreams? They have the power to heal. They have a power to give insight, vision. But you don't have to be asleep to dream. I'm going to talk to you today about the daylight dream. Where you enter into dialogues within the dream of your life. And you could call it a kind of yoga, because you're connecting to that part of you that is outside of you, and your very best friend that sees your timeline and lives in a place that is timeless. This is echoed in a lot of mythologies. In yoga, it's called the witness self, the Paramatma, the super soul. It's a part of you that really can appreciate your whole life, no matter what, just like a book or a movie. And it appreciates you, the star of that book, that movie. It enters into a healing mode. And if you ever heard of something called a guided meditation, this is how this creative, artistic dream creator in you operates. Can create scenes and memories, recreate memories, and this is healing. It can help you defeat all kinds of traumas and limitations in your life. Now, there's a direct communication in which this part of you creates a scene for you to explore and learn from. And here's from you. When you present a memory, something that has happened in your life, it can then recreate that memory in interesting ways, and in some ways very healing ways. So this is a practice that was done in a Christian fashion by President Jimmy Carter's sister, who I spent some time with and truly admired. So very long ago, of course, she passed. And this is what she did. She would have a healing presence go with you in your memories and in your dreams, and recreate these experiences in your life with a healing presence. That's one dialogue, and that puts you in touch with that artistic part of you, that ability to appreciate the beauty and the goodness in all things, in life, yourselves and others. Now, in that dream, there exists a part of you that helps you from the present going into the future. That's your inner counselor. And that's another dialogue where you're doing your own counseling. That's your dream guide. So you have something you need to achieve, or things that are holding you back, or memories that are bothering you. Well, with an eye from the present looking into the future, considering the past as just the past, a memory. You can deal with anxieties from the present looking into the future. And can this be, any of this can be enhanced by seeing a counselor that you love, or a psychologist. But this is a way that you can help yourself. And there are some things you might not want to share with the world or with anybody. And this gives you an ability to be your own best friend and to share what you would be uncomfortable sharing with others. Now, there's another dialogue that helps with healing and retrieving of the good things in your history. It helps with anxieties from the present, looking into the past. And it does so with relationships. It is a roaming dialogue in which you talk to people that you care about, or who care about you, or who you should care about, or who you care about. So, and that's how that dialogue is done. The teaching, as your guru, your teacher, whoever you choose, would take the initial role of the artist, the dream creator, and share with you, and you share with them. And that helps to build up your strength and your confidence. And then you slowly go into those other two dialogues. And it's powerful. Now, entering into this daylight dream, some things are helpful. One is to meditate. Get in touch with your body. To meditate, to concentrate on what's going on inside you. And that is the beginning of preparation for you and your teacher to give proper honor and respect. Some people call this grounding. From there, then you into getting in touch with your breath, which connects very deeply to your feelings, to your emotional self. And that can go a number of ways. Your body responds in the first case to the meditation. So in that meditation you don't have to sit still or anything. You can let your body respond as it feels it needs to. And so in that case, you kind of focus on everything that's going on in you. All at once in some cases. Okay, again, the next step. To breathe in and out with emotion takes you deeper, deeper. These two things take you below language. The Toltecs say that language is a deception. that you have to break free of. And this helps to do that. The next step, after breathing in and out with emotion, expressing, that emotion without words is the goal. Because later you will be using words. But the goal there is to not use language, just sound as you're breathing in and out. So some people like to say in positive or negative ways, and that's a good way to start. But you should allow that feeling, that emotion in you to express itself as you breathe in, as you breathe out. The next stage in preparation for the daylight dream is, some people use mantras, just a repetitive phrase until it becomes meaningless. That way you're leaving language. If that's what you can do, then that's what you can do. Music can also be applied at this point. Playing it or singing, singing how you feel. Yeah. So you can do that. There are some people who use glossolalia, and that can be very creative. And for the teacher, it's very helpful. And in that case, you create sounds that aren't necessarily words. And then as you play with those and sing them if you like, speak them with emotion. Then finally, there comes a point where you want to speak. To speak. And with great compassion. And great feeling. And when that happens, the words come. And the words may sometimes surprise you. That's when the daylight dream begins, for both the teacher and the student. The teacher then creates a scene and an expression of love, because all of these things are expressions of love in one way or another. And all of these things are ways of meeting human needs. So, to me, that's love. So, speaking with this great love, speak to if you're doing it alone, speak to yourself. Or the teacher will speak to you. And then you will respond back with memories or dreams, memories of dreams that were important to you. And then the teacher or yourself will respond. That's very important. Now, as that goes, and as you begin to feel the need, because this is all guided by the needs inside you, then you will turn as the dreamer to the dream guide and talk about what's going on. What's going on in your life? What is it you want in life? What are the things that are holding you back? And then that counselor in you will lovingly respond. And and help you to be clear on what it is that you're feeling. Now, after that, you speak to those you care about, who care about you alive or dead, imaginary or real, and the people who care about you, or who should. That might bring up some failings, but love doesn't push away negatives or failings, embraces them, absorbs them, and heals them. Now, when you're really good at all this, you throw all of this staged process, becomes whatever feels right to you. And but you try to touch on these different things you've learned, and the whole process is to comfort, to find comfort, to feel better. So this is how it works. And when you're really good at it, there is no process anymore. It's just what you feel, and working with it, with these tools that you've learned. The other things, that's training. Now, after a while, sometimes your dreams, you'll have feeling in your dreams. Your dreams will become more healing. And sometimes feelings that you have will be triggered by a movie. A lot of times they're tears of joy, tears of sadness. When you have gone through this kind of process and you feel very different, we call that a deep healing. And but it's not just healing. Well, it is, in a way. But you're healing the future as well as the past. You're healing your sense of where you are and who you are. And you're finding that mission you have in life. And you're finding that inner joy, as the witness in you sees you as the hero in the movie, the book that is your life, struggling against things inside you and outside of you, against flaws and against the urge to not act on your qualities. It's also a kind of emotional intelligence that you're growing. So I hope this has been of benefit to you, and I hope that you will consider taking this practice. And the website that I have is transcendentloveintegration.org. And there you see that I'm hoping to create organizations that practice and teach this, and churches too, that focus not on beliefs, which tend to divide us, but upon this loving process, which everybody does. Many don't know they're doing it. What do you think happens in your dreams? You're playing all the roles. Yeah. Except that you're bringing your dreams into daylight. That's my presentation on the daylight dream, and I hope it's been of help to you. I look forward to hearing from you at any time, or any messages you might want to leave me in this YouTube. I haven't asked for any money. I haven't thrown an ad at you. From my heart to yours. Let's make a better world. It's up to us. Totally up to us.